everyone, it's your girl Tosca. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy solar eclipse if you are watching this on March 29th, 2025. It's a solar eclipse. We had a lunar eclipse like 2 weeks ago, and now we are in a solar eclipse. I don't know what the universe is doing to us. We are in transit, we are going through a lot, and we are in a new moon in Aries. So thank God for that, because I just could not. I can't I can't stand Pisces season. It's just so emotional and just slow. No offense to my Pisces, but I'm very action driven, so yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in. This is just gonna be just a short little collective reading, just to start out my day, because I do have personal readings to get through, and yeah, I'm just, spring is here, spring equinox. Yes, let's go. Rebirth, right? This is collective reading for my subscribers or my viewers or whoever wants to watch this. This is timeless. If you are watching this in 2026, 2027, 2028, 2054, I don't know when you will watch this, but if you end up watching this later on, this might find you when it is supposed to find you. And I don't really do messages like that, but I really have a feeling that something is gonna come out of this that you will need to know, probably in the near future, or maybe it's something that you might have seen throughout your life, and you're like, that's very interesting how you got that. I am open for personal readings. I will put them all in my description box. You can email me. I am doing a lot of things. I have candles. This is my solar eclipse orange sacral chakra candle. Isn't it pretty? It's so pretty. All right. And this is my better business, for business and money and just exchange of energy of having good business. And you guys, thank you so much for those of you who have had personal readings with me. Thank you so much. These opportunities, I don't take them for granted at all. I may not get to you as quickly as I would like to, because I also do tarot readings for the community, for my local community, and a lot of things that work on my channel actually helps me and drives me to do more readings for the underprivileged and those who are going through a tough time. Maybe they're going through struggles. I recently just did tarot readings for about 3 or 4 foster kids, and it's been very real. It's been very real. I'm very pragmatic when I do my readings. I'm very real life. I think I've seen enough struggles in my life, in my own personal life, to know that I know I'm not the only one going through it, and to see the younger generation going through it, it just, sometimes they need some kind of guidance, and it helps. It helps. If I had known this, this candles and all this stuff that I do, and meditating, if I had known this at 15, 16, 17, I would have been in a different place. I would have done a lot of things differently, but no regrets. No regrets. We grow through what we go through, and you know, if you want to be strong, get ready for struggles. If you want to have peace, get ready for chaos. If you want to have resilience, get ready for backlash. You just need to understand that the things that make you who you are really progress through the events and the things and the circumstances that you go through. So yes, we have our horoscopes, we have our Aries sun or Virgo moon or whatever, we have our astrological signs, and it helps as a guidance to know where our limitations are and where we excel at. But we also have our circumstances, and the world will keep going the way it does. And you just got to go with it, right? So we learn our lessons, we learn from circumstances, we learn what's meant for us is for us, we learn what's not meant for us is not meant for us. And we receive. We have to just hope and pray that we are received and we are loved, and we know that we are cared for, and the universe cares for us, and everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Even starting this channel, it happened for a reason. I don't know what. Actually, I kind of do, but things like this, it happens for a reason. And you know, nothing is coincidence. So, all right, I'm going to get to it. I'm going to light my solar eclipse candle. This is orange for the sacral chakra. A lot of you guys are going through a rebirth. I'm seeing a phoenix, and I'm seeing ashes. I'm seeing a lot of ashes. Okay. And the card that came with the candle that I just made, the card that I have is Aethusa, Sun Goddess. Lift off. I open my senses to feel delicious pleasure and passion. Look how beautiful that is. Some of you are dancers. I know that there are a few dancers that watch my channel. Ballet, to be specific. There's a lot of passion, there's a lot of purpose, you know, in our lives, and we just have to kind of go out and get it, go out and find it. If you don't know what your purpose is, you know, you'll figure it out. I'm gonna start with my White Light Oracle deck, and then I will go ahead and do the reading. Oh, I forgot to do the poll. Okay, I was ringing the bowl, and I heard two things. Nothing new is around the sun. So if you feel like you're alone in something, you feel like you're struggling with something, nothing new is around the sun. You've done this before, you've seen this before, maybe you've gone through this before, and maybe you have overcome those obstacles in the past, but this time you're going to handle it a little bit differently. The second thing is, so nothing new is around the sun, and then the second thing that I heard was there was something that came out. I will shout it out when I ring it again. All right. Or when I go through this, I ring it again. It's gonna ring in my ear again. That's what they're saying. It's like it'll come out when it's supposed to come out. It will ring in your ear again. Weird. So okay, so I'm seeing an alarm. I'm seeing an alarm. I'm seeing an alarm clock, like those digital alarm clocks, like from the early 2000s, like a black one, with like red. And I'm seeing three numbers. I'm seeing 3:45. So 3:45. So some of you are waking up in the early hours of the morning. Sometimes it's spirit. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's something else. I'm also seeing if this is a highly specific reading that I'm picking up for someone, maybe one or two of you. You might be undergoing, or you may have. So I'm not a medical professional, but I'm seeing two things. The first thing is I'm seeing you might be thinking about getting surgery or something about surgery. I'm also seeing something about the kidneys. So, if you want to check that out, check that out. Some of you are not drinking enough water. I'm seeing like drink enough water. Like lemon water. Like all day yesterday, I was like running in and out of the bathroom because I was just drinking lemon water the whole day. There's something about this where your physical bodies are supposed to recuperate, and you need it because it's what's going to give you your energy back. Some of you, I know I'm drinking my coffee. But some of you are going to go through like a caffeine cleanse. Like you're just not going to do caffeine right now. And I'm also seeing a cane. I don't know why. Someone has a limp when they're walking, or maybe you have a parent or a grandmother who's holding a cane or a walker, something to help them like stand up. And I'm also seeing what am I also seeing? I'm seeing a lot of things. I'm seeing an old perfume bottle. Okay, so the first two cards that came out. One more card. Davrapatra. Ooh, I'm seeing a balance beam. And Shekinah came out. 6. I'm seeing a balance beam. Some of you are trying to find balance, I think, and some of you have been I'm not saying some of you. A lot of you have been hand to mouth. Alpha of Alcyone. And I'm seeing a projector. Like someone, like it's something about watching something through the lens of a projector. On a wall. Or on a screen, like a white screen. Okay, for some of you who are watching this, you might be a lot older. Davrapatra, 38. I'm about to turn 38 in like 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks. There's something here about being in balance or in tune with yourself. Ooh, I'm seeing like fill your cup. You see how it's like a cup and it's opening? It's like some of you have been so set in your ways. Maybe you've lived your life a certain way or a certain tradition or a certain culture that you have not really released it, because no culture is perfect, right? This world is not perfect. No one here is perfect. But there are some things that are no longer working out for you. Spirit's telling me like you need to release those things. For example, If someone is telling you you need to, you can't speak to your elders like da 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 because you're the youngest. It's like, no, I can speak to my elders the way they need to be spoken to. Like, we're all adults. It has a sense here. I'm hearing the word sentimental, where there are certain traditions that are meant for you. There are certain things that are meant for you, but there are a lot of things that are meant to be released. Some of it was toxic. Some of this energy was very, very toxic, and you didn't know it. And I feel like you were blindfolded. I'm seeing a blindfold. You're kind of blindfolded, like when we are raised in our younger years, like, we have no choice, right? This is it. This is what we are going into. But it's telling you, as soon as you become aware of it, you need to let go. You need to let go, because it's like a very imbalanced energy. And I feel like with this opening of the cup, I feel like you gave your energy, your precious energy, to things and people and situations that drained you. Some of you are light workers. Some of you are earth angels. Whatever it may be, you can put a label on it, whatever, but some of you were promised. Ooh, that's a strong one. Some of you were promised something, and you gave back to this situation, or you gave back to this person or business or whatever. You gave back, and you never got the returns. You never got what you put into it. And you worked your ass off, and you're just like, oh, and you thought, it's gonna be good, it's gonna be fine, and it's like, nope. And I think you knew that. I think there was a part of you that kind of like opened up, knowing that. Some of you have a spirit guide. Some of you have a spirit guide who is a feminine, getting strong feminine energy. I'm also getting Athena, who was the goddess of wisdom and war. She's very calculating. She's very wise with her decisions. When you say you're a goddess, right, or goddess energy, you give back to yourself. And what I mean by that is, being wise doesn't necessarily mean, oh, everyone's gonna be happy around me, and I'm a peacemaker, right? No. A wise person chooses themselves first. Like, if you look at King Solomon, and his wisdom, like, the abundance that God has given him in the book of Proverbs is infinite, because he didn't care about the riches and wealth. He cared about wisdom. He cared about what can benefit him the most. He is his own benefactor. Like, he has to be that person. But some of you have a female spirit guide, a grandmother. Some of you, it's a grandmother. Some of you, it could be Athena. It could be the goddess Athena. But they're telling me strong feminine energy is, you may have grown up in a culture where women couldn't really speak up, or the feminine could not really speak up, or the ones who have been marginalized by society, and still to this day, very similar, they could not speak up. I'm just seeing women and children right now, and they're saying, you need to speak up for us. There is also this strong energy of, when you are wise, you make decisions that also give back to yourself. It's not just giving to the very last end of it, you know. You have to also be able to give back to yourself and receive. Some of you are receiving, I'm seeing a claim for a car accident. So if you got into a little bit of a car accident, hopefully you're okay. But I feel like insurance is coming through. I'm seeing insurance. So insurance is going to come through. You're going to get a pay. There's a pay, and you know that there's money coming in. There's a sense here of like, I just know that this is about to happen. I don't know why that came out like that, but what am I going to do? Yeah, alpha. You are the alpha. This is Aries season. You are the alpha of your own life. You are the beginning and the end. You are the alpha and the omega. You are the one who perseveres. You are the one who gives yourself direction. It's not just, sure, there are different people who pull you in 20 different ways, but you ultimately are the leader of your own life. You are the leader of your own life. I'm seeing the hierarchy of needs, Maslow's. If any of you studied psychology, there is something called Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Self-love. There's love on there. It starts out with shelter, food, clothing, basic needs, but then love comes in, right? Love, comfort. That, you know, that is all you. You have to do that for yourself. You have to be your own abundance. I just heard that. You just have to be your own abundance. Okay, I'm seeing someone right now. I don't know why I'm getting a vision of this, but I see someone plucking a flower, and you are a flower. So some of you might have had to uproot yourself. Some of you may have had to go through a tough childhood where you may have had to go bounce from mom to dad and dad to mom. Some of you may have grown up in foster care. Some of you never really had your own stability. And now you just kind of know. Let me be this person. It's funny how they're both staring at pretty much the same direction. It's like your spirit guides are telling you, move this way. And part of it could also be just your conscience, your energy. It's like, do what is best. Do what is best for you. A lot of you who watch my channel are very self-sacrificing. You are very self-sacrificing. Give me one card. One more card, please, for my collective. Oof. Oof. Strong energy right here. You got 33 Yeshi Siogo, the tiger. Beautiful. And Garuda Suparna. See, they're both facing the same way. Some of you can be a fire sign and an air sign. But it doesn't have to be. It just means there's a strong sense of I'm focused. And I think that's why I saw the projector. I'm focused. I'm laser focused to my goals, to my ideas. Even if things don't work out. You know, when a tiger or even an eagle, these are predatory creatures. Yeah, they're focused on something. Doesn't mean that they'll always catch their prey. But it just means that they are focused on it, like laser focused on it. Some of you have new projects coming in. Some of you, some of you who are seeking fame and fortune. This is for a very minor collective of you who watch my channel. Some of you who are looking for fame and fortune, be wary of who you, that's the first thing. Be wary of who you sign with. Be wary of who you do work with. Just make sure you know, whatever documentation comes out, make sure you know who you're working with, how things are going to progress. But I do see some of you are going to find someone who will partner up with you and help you in your career. That's the first one for fame and fortune. Some of you are going to be promoted. That's for a small minority of you. Some of you are going to be promoted. Some of you, what I'm seeing here is there's going to be a change. The biggest thing I'm seeing here is there's going to be a change in your energy, in your perspective, in how you look at your life. So some of you, there's a sense here of maturing. Some of you, maybe you could have been like, oh, well, woe is me, you know, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this. I don't know how I'm going to figure this out. But I feel like there's a change in looking at life through the lens of anxiety. Because when you see the eagle, they're not anxious. When they go after what they want, they're not anxious. They know. And if they don't get that, they're going to get another one. It's that kind of, it's like moving with the cycle. There you go. Oh my God. Oh my God. Remember I told you I'm going to shout it out? There's a cycle to everything. There's a cycle to everything. And there's nothing new around the sun. So if you don't get a certain promotion, or if you don't get a certain opportunity right away, that's okay. There's going to be another one that comes in. Some of you, I'm seeing you know, it's funny that I lit the orange candle, because orange is the sacral chakra, but it also is opening roads. Some of you are opening roads to new things. So maybe you've been looking at your career and your life one way, and it's always been singular, that you don't see the bigger picture, like there's more to come. It's kind of like when someone is like right in front of you showing you an apple, like Snow White, right? Like they're showing you like an apple, like a red, ooh, pretty red apple, but you don't see over there's like a whole apple tree, like down the street. You know what I mean? You just see that red apple and you're like, it has to be this apple. But then there's a apple tree down the street, you know, down the thing, and you're just staring at this apple, and this apple is actually poisoned. You know what I mean? And you don't know. You can get your own apples over there. You don't have to get one from a stranger. You know what I'm saying? Like, the universe is crazy today. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. What is this? Solve Polluti 741 hertz. Okay. Yeah. Expansion. There's something here about expanding your horizons, expanding your thought processes, expanding how you view success. Some of you only view success as money, cars, and going on trips. You know, and that's fine. You can do that. That's great. But there's more to success than money, cars, a rich husband, and going on trips. That I'm sure you would be well off, but that's not what life is all about. Because if you got that, I really feel like you would get bored real quick. And it's almost like you wouldn't grow, or you wouldn't see life in such a beautiful way where it just blossoms. You see a lot of these influencers, you look at them and you look behind their eyes. A lot of them, unfortunately, and some of them, I'm not bashing on the influencer life, but a lot of them are soulless and brain dead, just like CEOs and people like that, because you are the corporation, you are the business when you are doing that life, when you are in the life under the lens. It's the same thing with Jungkook, it's the same thing with the K-pop community. They see life in such a different way than we do. And I think this is telling us we need to just open up our heart space. There's something here about your heart chakra, heart space, and seeing things instead of a mental and practical perspective, to see things from a soul. It has to do with the soul perspective. We don't always get what we want in life, and I know it sucks. We all want to be millionaires, and we all want to be famous, and we all want this and that, but it's like, is that really what you want? Because if a genie came and gave you everything you wanted, I think you would go nuts, absolutely crazy. It might last a couple months, and then all of a sudden, boom. Do I really want this anymore? It's like, what am I gonna do? Sit around and do nothing? I feel like there is this sense of pride and joy when you put your energy into your work. Everybody needs to feel, the world needs, whoever needs to hear this, the world needs to feel your presence. And you're not gonna get that just by becoming rich and famous. It's the journey. It's the journey. It's the experience. It's the work. It's the work ethic. It's the joy that you put into it. Even if you make $1, even if you make $10 million, it doesn't matter. It's that. I know it sounds very idealistic, but it's that joy that you put into your work that makes it manifest. I'm getting goosebumps right now. Alright. I am going to use my energy oracle cards for this one. Spirit, give me 6 cards for my collective. Some of you experience, I'm sorry. Some of you, I'm really sorry. This is very specific. As I was shuffling this, some of you had a family member, someone very close to you, either a close friend or a family member, who died a painful death. And I'm seeing that, and I'm feeling this urgency of like, I need to. There's something here about. There's a. I'm also seeing a will and testament. I'm also seeing sickle cell disease. So y'all need to, please take care of your health. Please, it's not always about love and money and career. Please just take care of your physical health. Some of you just, take your vitamins, please. I'm also seeing a heart attack. That's a heart chakra. That's a heart chakra issue. Heart attacks happen when you put too much anxiety and stress onto your body and onto your heart, and you don't know how to. A lot of you guys are problem solvers. You guys want to solve this problem. This has to happen this way. This has to do it this way. And by being a problem solver, you're causing yourself to have more problems. Ironically, that's how it works. And, okay. Take care of your. Some of you need to exercise more. That's the first one. Some of you, I'm seeing sickle cell disease, so like that's a blood disease. So that is very painful. That's very painful. So please, yeah. And I'm seeing dialysis, like someone is going to get dialysis, like a blood transfusion. Whew. I'm also seeing kidneys. So if you are doing that, I pray for healing and restoration for you. I just heard my son had this. My son had this. So your son could have passed on from this. I'm really sorry, you guys. It's interesting how on the night of the solar eclipse, a lot of people who have passed on are coming through today. It's your... So we have angels, right? We have our angel guides, we have our ancestors, and then we just have our spirit guides. And a lot of our spirit guides are the ones who we were close to, who have passed on. Okay. Door to personal healing and happiness. There's something strong here about healing and communicating. Door to spirit. Ooh, I got chills. Door to spirit. Angel of strength. Some of you are very virtuous people who watch my channel. You're very virtuous. You're very strong. You are a fighter. You are a fighter. Sixth chakra. So this is the mind's eye, the third eye. Hostilities and patience. On the bottom we have angel of love and the healer of the ages. And then there's also the broken heart. So some of you, this is literally a broken heart. I'm also seeing the heart attack that happened. Some of you may have had chest pains, physical chest pains. Our bodies, it's so interesting how our bodies work, because our bodies hold on to trauma. We may mentally escape the trauma, but our bodies still feel the flight or fight response to certain situations. Some of you guys have fought a lot. I mean, through thick and thin, through hell and high water. It has been not just a struggle, it has been like to the death. Like some of you were very close, okay? Some of you, but it wasn't your time. Remember, we don't go before we're supposed to go. And we don't, go a day later or a day before we're supposed to go. We go the moment we have to go. I'm hearing, you know what? This is an old song. And some of you who are older who watch my videos, thank you for supporting my channel. But I'm hearing Major Tom, Earth Below Us, Drifting, Falling, Slowly, something, calling. So something about you guys are like, there's such a strong sense of release here. So this may have been your struggle. It has been your pain. It has been your suffering, your broken heart, your pain. Some of you had pain since childhood. Like, you carried on the pains and the burdens of your families. And it has broken you. And you're like, how do I get out of this? There are some of you who are in environments who are not supposed to be there anymore. You're supposed to get yourself up and go. Okay? So you know who you are. If you are not in a good place, it's time for you to go. Some of you, there's someone, okay. This is getting kind of real, but there's some people here who may have had a mom or a dad who drank a lot. I'm seeing that. There has been always like a short temper. I always see like short temper, like a very temperamental person. And it's interesting how it's a very temperamental person. Because, you know, I grew up in the same kind of culture and family dynamic where patience was not a thing. Like, everything has to be done this way right now or else. And there was no sense of like, I can't just do things my way, even if it takes me, 5 days. Even if it takes me, 2 weeks, I'll do it. Like, just give me some room to breathe. This is the sense of expansion. Some of you with this, and I feel like this is a lot of you who are watching my channel, it could be a light work or whatever, but I also feel like some of you guys are wounded healers. You are wounded healers. You live to serve others before serving yourself, before self-service, right? I'm seeing a gas pump and it says self-serve. It's like, I need to put fuel in my car. I need to put gas in my car. Everything is a cycle. It's like, you get out of your car, you pay, you put the gas, and I'm fueling my car. I'm not going to fuel everyone else's car. I'm going to fuel my car. You know what I mean? This is a wounded healer energy. I feel like you gave at your own expense to others before figuring out, I need to heal myself. I cannot keep going on this route. But I feel like you had like some kind of divine intervention. And it opened the door to your healing and happiness. Some of you got the wake-up call. That, yeah, I do have abilities. Yeah, I do have psychic abilities, or I do have... That's interesting that I just said that, because I do feel like for a lot of you who watch this, there's a new talent that's coming in for you. There's a new talent this is what I'm saying. You're looking at the apple the wrong way. Like, you're just looking at that one apple when there's a whole apple tree down the street. This is what I'm saying. It's like there's no room for you to expand. So I'm feeling like you're going to start to see things a little bit differently. 34 and 40. I'm feeling for a lot of you guys at night, you have promised, because a lot of promises never came through for you. You promised yourself. And I'm with you on this one, because this is where I've been there too, like in my 20s, in my late teens and early 20s. Some of you are healing your inner teenager, your high school years, but I do feel as though you promised yourself. You're like, whatever I freaking go through, I am going to be the result of my own healing and my own happiness and my own joy. And I promise this to myself. I'm going to promise, and I will fulfill that promise. It's almost like you made a soul contract with yourself. Regardless of what happens, regardless if your family still loves you, regardless if you stay in a relationship, you leave a relationship, I'm always going to choose my personal happiness and my health. Because some of you actually had to do it for your mental health. I'm also seeing mental health here. Okay. Hostilities, sword to spirit. Ooh, This is a long one, you guys. Yeah, you don't need to fight anymore. I feel like the more you release, the more it's so weird, just the irony of life. It's like the more you release to spirit, the more you're like, I give it to God, or I give it to the universe, or you take care of it. I can't do anything about it. The more you do that, the more hostile people kind of get, because people see you are at peace. You are at peace with your life. And it's a moment to moment thing. It's not like, oh, I know I'm going to be famous and rich and happy and la-di-da, right? You know, some of you are going to have like a certain like, oh, ooh, girl. I just heard some of you are gonna get a dose of your humble pie. So some of you might be talking too much about your dreams to people, and it's causing hostilities. It's causing people to be envious of you. It's causing evil eye energy. Stop. Okay? Stop. Don't tell people too much of your dreams. Just keep it to yourself. Write it in your notebook. Journal about it. But don't shove it in people's faces that you are destined for greatness. That's not their business. Your life is meant for you, not them. Care enough to know that you still like them. Care enough to know that they are still a part of your life. But you don't need to tell people your business. Because any misstep, any slip of the tongue, they're gonna go after you. It's the same thing with the boys from BTS. It's the same thing with Black. They say one thing out of line, you know, media is gonna catch fire. So go on with your life. Spirit is telling you, you have opportunities coming in for you. You have peace. You have self-sacrificed enough. You don't have anything to prove to these people, right? You don't have anything to prove to others. I just heard this is your journey. This is your journey. Some of you are at the age of 20. I don't know why the numbers are coming out at me. 26 to 32. Some of you are within the ages of 26 to 32. Some of the most difficult ages that I went through, because I had to go through cycles and cycles and cycles. I had my karmic lessons from the age of 25 to like 36, maybe, since last year, 36. From 26 to 36 for me, those 10 years, those were my karmic lessons. I learned my lessons. And I made that my peace. I know I'm going to have to go through this. Even though I don't want to go through it, I know I just have to go through it. It's part of my contract. It's part of my life experience. It's part of the journey. And I feel like some of you from the ages of 26 to 32, you're going to start to experience certain things, especially at 26, 27, 28, your late 20s, early 30s, 31, 32, you start to figure out where your place is in the world, what you truly want. In your early 20s, you just have fun, right? You go to school, you go to college, you have your friends, you enjoy your life, you go to work if you have to, and but I feel as though from 26 to 32, this is your ambitions, this is your heart, this is you finding your idealistic side and your passions and your happiness and your joys and what you put your work in and your career into, and you just figure out where you belong. But it's gonna take some patience, honey. It's gonna take some patience and some strength. Some patience and some strength. And I'm feeling like this is, you already had the idea in your mind's eye, but this is like, now I'm going to put it into action. I'm going to put it into work, but it's going to take patience. It's like when you want to run a business. If you want to start your own business, you had the idea in your head, but to actually put it into work took a lot more time than you thought it would. But it's going to take some patience and strength. A lot of you guys are entrepreneurs on my channel. But it's funny how I'm talking about this, because I just told a guy, I just told him, it's like when you get older, you'll understand how important passion projects are, because it's tied to your energy. It's tied to what you want the world to see you as. Some of you in your 20s, in your early 20s, or even in your late teens, you wanted to be this kind of person, and you wanted to be like everyone else. You're destined to not be like them. You're not supposed to be like them. You're supposed to be your own individual person, your own individual truth. And I just heard your own individual karma. This is your journey. This is your way of life. Ain't nobody dictating to you how to run your life, how to live your life. But it's going to take patience and strength. And with strength comes struggles. You're going to feel those struggles. However, I do feel like with the patience here, that's how you combat those struggles. You understand that things come to you. I just heard easily and effortlessly. It's a very... it's a manifesting mantra, and it's normally a money mantra, but it's like money comes to me easily and effortlessly. But things are going to come in for you easily and effortlessly. For some of you, something's going to happen by winter of this year. There's something here about patience, winter of this year. It could be love. It could be definitely love coming in for you. It could be someone who has been... someone who's been on your mind. Someone who's been on your mind, and I'm seeing a masculine, but it could be a masculine or a feminine, who has been on your mind, and it's taking them some patience. And some of you are like, I'm at my wit's end. I don't want to deal with this person anymore. It's just going to lead to more of this. It's like a cycle, right? It's going to lead to more heartbreak. But it's like, no, not really. Because it's actually going to lead to angel of love and healer of the ages. It's going to lead to love. And you're going to heal each other. There's something here about healing each other. Some of you, it's someone new. Some of you might meet them later this year. But some of you, it's someone you may have met briefly. And it, like, maybe nothing ever happened. And you may have, I'm seeing like a brush. Like maybe you have just like brushed them on their shoulder. Or like you just kind of like turned around and you didn't even see it. Oh my God, total eclipse of the heart. That song is coming up right now in my head. Total eclipse of the heart. I think they didn't see you that first time, but then for whatever reason, they just couldn't stop thinking about it, or about you. And it's showing me like, ooh, with the lion. I just heard get your affairs in order. I'm seeing the death card in tarot. Because it's not just... This might be your last time being single, and you're going to have to bury your single life. For some of you. Whoever has been thinking about you has been thinking about you strongly. They could have been manifesting you too, in some kind of capacity. But they're just waiting. It's almost like they're just... watching and waiting for the right moment, because I feel like they're also getting their life together before they make this happen. This is for the grown, and that's this is for the grown and sexy is what I just heard. But yes, I feel like this is a masculine who will help heal you and balance you out, and I feel like this is someone who you will show him love. I feel like this masculine, I'm seeing a lot of Christ consciousness here, but I do feel as though this masculine may have had bitter people around him, maybe women around him, or had a very bitter past, and you are here showing him love in the most, I'm just hearing, ethical way possible, in the sweetest way possible. I'm seeing like be gentle when it comes to your love life. Be gentle to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Don't just rush into, oh, he's gonna marry me tomorrow. No, like, be patient. Love takes time. Everything takes time. But time is also a construct. We think we're impatient because our society says if you're not married by this moment, then you're just not gonna do it. You know what I mean? But you can get married at any age. There's love at any age. Some of you, this could become your third marriage. This could be your third and last marriage. I'm also seeing this could also be some of you may have already been married for a long time, so you could have been grandparents and you've been together for a long time, and this is the love of your life. Like, this is your soulmate, twin flame, whatever. For some of you, this is a masculine who wants you to step into your solar plexus and your sacral chakra. It's a masculine that wants you to be more confident in yourself. And this is a feminine that wants the masculine to be more in their heart space. Okay, instead of being very logical. It's a very it's not it's not very mentally whatever. It's more of like emotional. Wants them to be more strategy. Oh my god, strategy and adjacent possibilities. Yeah, there's so many possibilities that can happen. There are things, options, opinions, things, but you got to figure out. Some of you need to just write down what you want to see in your life, and just see how those things work out, because you can be, some people who become rich and famous immediately actually end immediately. It's like people who play the lottery. The average person who wins the lottery lose all that money within 2 years. Imagine making $100 million in a lottery winning and then losing it all in 3 years. It is, organize your life. I'm getting that very big. Organize your life, and you will see that there are possibilities coming in for you. Some of you, there's a new job you've been waiting for, or I'm seeing an acceptance letter. So some of you might be getting an acceptance letter. This is my Tarot of Earthly Delights. Wow, this actually went pretty long. Just give me 3 cards, Spirit. The Magician, Knight of Cups, oh my god, and the Death card. Any other cards coming out for my collective? This is a long ass reading. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay. That Lovers, yup. 7 of Wands. And Bodacia, the Queen. Yeah, this is a masculine that wants you to know your worth. This is a relationship that's activating your self-worth, because a lot of you have been self-sacrificing. A lot of you have been givers. Some of you gave into a bad relationship. Some of you gave into shit, and it took you nowhere, but you learned your lessons, and so now it's like you're manifesting the love. Some of you, it could be a Gemini. It could also be Libra or Aquarius. I'm also seeing a Scorpio, but you're manifesting this love, and they see you. They're just not making a move right now because I feel like they have to get their life in order. But there is communication that's going to come in. I feel like this communication, I'm going to be honest with you, this is communication that's going to come in spur of the moment. It's not going to come in when you expect it. Some of you might be at work. Some of you might be cleaning the house. Some of you might actually, I don't know, watching TV, and you're just like, I don't even care if this person's going to come at me or not. And you're going to receive communication. Some of you are already receiving dreams, and they're communicating with you telepathically, like, I'm coming for you. Like they know, they may not have texted you, but they know, and you know. It's like when you're on the other side of a room and you know when someone's watching you and you feel it. Yeah, that kind of thing. Sorry, not to be a creep, like, it's not stalker vibes, but I'm just saying, like, I think intuitively they know you're the best decision. Whoa, that's strong. That came out real strong. You are the best decision they made. You're the best decision they made. I'm also seeing like you are going to teach this person some things. So basically, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So some of you are the teacher and you're getting ready, and some of you are the student and you're getting ready. I just heard a match made in heaven. You waited for it. I'm not saying like wait for this person, wait for this guy to text you. No. Live your life. Listen, live your motherfucking life. Like, that's all you can do, That's all you can do. You have to put back, remember, you have to put that work and that energy back into yourself. Yeah, death and the Queen. Some of you already know. This could also be a power couple. This could also be a power couple thing, but I feel like some of you already know you gotta put your past in the past, because the past was the version of you that may have been way too accommodating, way too clingy, I guess. Some of you may have looked at relationships very differently in the past, where you have to be in this relationship so you know that this is for the long run, and you're trying to prove something, but that's not, it's almost like that's not who I really am. Some of you have been in an arranged marriage and you were just never happy, but this is all about empowerment. There's this relationship that's happening, but it's all about you. It's like you have to empower yourself. You have to put yourself on the pedestal, so to speak, because it's like, if you don't put yourself on the pedestal, like, how can you put the other person on a pedestal? Like, you can't give. It's like the oxygen mask. You can't give what you don't have. If you're constantly tired and you're constantly stressed out, you're not going to be happy in a relationship. Relationships are meant to be happy. I'm not going to get into a relationship where I am always going to be arguing. I'm sorry. That's just not going to happen. I'm getting into a relationship to actually enjoy my life with someone else. I can enjoy my life on my own, but it's like I get to enjoy my life with someone else. It's a privilege. It's a privilege that not everyone gets to have. This is my Whispers of Love Oracle. Dang, this was an Oracle reading today. 3 Oracle decks just came out. I'm not even gonna make this up. Love who you are. Okay. Okay. You got love who you are. Beautiful. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. Then you have miracles and blessings. Everything has its gifts. Okay? The only thing that is real is love. Look at that. It's funny how I got Major Tom. Earth below us. Well, it's above them, but it's interesting. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus. This is what I'm talking about. You're shifting your focus back to love. So instead of looking at like that one apple in front of you, there's a whole apple tree, like right there. It might take you some effort to get to that apple tree, but you know what? It's worth it. You won't die just getting it. We're so focused on instant gratification that we don't even see. Yeah, we don't even see. Shift your focus back to love. Okay. And here's my Divine Abundance deck. I would like to thank an oldie but a goodie for this deck, Zoe, and I will put her TikTok on my description box. She gave me this deck for my birthday last year. But yes, she's a singer and she, you know, she's a dear friend. So shout out to Zoe. One card, please. I'm gonna hashtag this. This is gonna be a trip of a reading because, you know, I don't normally do clickbait stuff, but this really does feel like a soulmate, twin flame, higher soulmate kind of energy, even though I don't really do readings like this, but it really does feel like a self-awareness thing so that you guys can kind of come together. It's a very interesting reading. So, yeah. Okay. Alright. Oh my god. You got so many. Alright, you got so many cards that just came out here. And I'm getting led. Just keep reading. If you don't wanna, if you've made it this far, thank you. Extraordinary. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. You're not supposed to be like everyone else. You're not supposed to be like your relationship with yourself and your relationship to your counterpart is not supposed to be like everyone else. It's different. It's not your typical relationship, you know. And I know we hold on to grief, we hold on to the hurts, and we hold on to the pains of the past because that's what actually moves us to making decisions that we do. If all you've seen was anger and bitterness in your relationships, you're going to attract that. So this time you're going to look at things extraordinary. This is a completely different slate. This is a clean slate. And it says grief, tears are what happens when ice in the heart melts. Some of you are, look how it looks like a strawberry. Some of you may have been cold-hearted and you resisted love, but it's telling you, I need to start loving. Before I start loving someone else, I need to start loving me first. I need to start giving back to me first. Okay, and then you got guidance. When you make divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed star to follow. Yeah, you finally, when you start to like put effort into yourself, you start to have a clearer focus onto where you need to go, onto your destination. Sometimes people worry, like we don't know where to go. And once you figure that part out, once you know what is meant for you and let go of what's not meant for you, it really clears out the pathway to where you're destined to be. Some of you need to remove people from your contacts, from your phones that no longer are for you. There are friends who are still on your phones. There are people who are still on your phones. There are apps that are still on your phones that no longer serve you. You need to cut it out. 2 years ago, I went through my own reawakening and I lost my phone. Like, just lost. I can't even find it to this day. And this was back in 2022, and I had that phone for 7 years, and I just lost it. It was the universe. I had to buy a new one. It was the universe telling me, you need to let that go, and you need to go into this way, you know, let that go. It was cracked and everything. So sanctity. Through offering, even the most mundane problem can become a sacrament. Meditate. Give back to yourself. You don't have to solve the world's problems, and you don't have to solve all your problems in one day or in 1 week or in 1 month. You'll be fine. Sacrifice. Sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. It is a sacrifice of love. Okay? Karma. There is nothing from a past life that cannot be addressed in this current life. You're going through it. Okay? Right now, stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled in each moment. Everything has its right place at the right time, at the right moment. Okay? Nothing new is around the sun. We've been here before. We've done this before. We're going to do this again. It's okay. We're going to do this. Surrender. Sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you are dying. The ego learns what's hardest: to stop trying to control the whole universe. Don't control it, just let it happen for you. Let the miracles happen for you. And detachment. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it is fulfilled. Ironically, yes, that is when it is fulfilled. Let it happen. All right, everyone, that is what I have for you. Happy solar eclipse, new moon in Aries. We're going through some transits, and I hope you guys are in alignment with the universe, and just many blessings to you all, and love and light. I'm gonna do Jungkook's reading next. I know you guys. I know. Love and light.